Spectators and swimmers, we ask that you please hold all conversation after you start with your drinks. No flash photography. Cheer your heart out during the races, not during diving. And please, have fun. Please rise, remove your caps, and face north into our pool for the singing of our national anthem sung by our friend, Katie Rucci.
All right, folks, this is Tom Rucci. I'm going to be your live stream host tonight for the Rosemount Irish Girls Swim and Dive team versus the Lakeville South team. We'll begin in just a minute or so here as they get ready. We're glad you could join us tonight. Should be a good meet. The national anthem was sung by Katie Rucci. First up is going to be the JV teams with the 200 medley relay. Into the water they go. In lane number 2 for Rosemount is Petra Veliz, Halen Worth, Lauren Van Ness, and Alyssa Long. In lane number 3, Lakeville South, is Allie Strieg, Haley Crone, Megan Wilcher, and Gina Schonthaler. In lane number 4 for Rosemount is Jenna O'Keefe, Abby Hartwig, Annabelle Ellsworth, Ella Ambrust. And in lane number 5 for Lakeville South is Lauren Hawkins, Sophia Crowley, Anissa Nguyen, Ninu Yurachurla. And in lane number 6 for Rosemount is Piper Burrell, Katie Hokinson, Mary Garski, and Natalie Olson. And there you have it, folks. In lane number 4, coming in first, was the Rosemount team headed up by Jenna O'Keefe, Abby Hartwig, Annabelle Ellsworth, and Ella Ambrust. Coming in second was lane number 2. Lane number 2 was Rosemount with Petra Belize, Kaylin Worth, Lauren Vaness, and Alyssa Long. Next up is going to be girls varsity 200-yard medley relay. All right, up next, as we said, is the girls varsity 200-yard medley relay. Into the water they go. Lane number 1 is Lakeville South with Kylie Hoon, Kylie Page, Bree Bean, Sydney Eastling. Lane number 2 is Rosemount with Ann Lee, Clara Rummering, Maddie Jenin, and Olivia Olinger. Lane number 3 is Lakeville South, Lily Wilkinson, Maddie Parent, Anna Kleeman, and Julia King. Lane 4 for Rosemount is Amelia Labno, Olivia Dolan, Addison Pavick, and Callan Hoffman. In lane number 5 for Lakeville South is Lacey Truen, Carly Truen, Kayla Gross, and Haley Gross. And in lane number 6 for Rosemount, Ellie Franchek, Gretchen Tyler, Madison Kessler, and Valerie Ralston. Once again, this is the varsity you're watching here. Lane number 4 will finish first. Lane number 4 was Rosemount with Amelia Labno, Olivia Dolan, Addison Pavick, and Kellen Hoffman. Coming in second, lane number 3, that's Lakeville South with Lily Wilkinson, Maddie Parent, Anna Clemon, and Julia King. And in third was lane number 2, Rosemount, with Anna Lee, Clara Rumren, Maddie Jenin, and Olivia Olinger. Next up is Junior Varsity Girls 200-yard freestyle. This is an all-Rosemount event. And lane number 2 is Abby Canan. Lane number 4, Mackenzie Machaklik. And lane number 6, Riley Fox. Now for Mackenzie and Riley in lanes 4 and 6, this looks like it's a first-time swim, as they don't have a previous time. In lane number 2, Abby's previous time here was a 2:20.51. They're looking good with their turns here. Neck and neck. It looks like lanes 2 and 6, that's Abby and Riley, are very close. But boy, right on their heels is Mackenzie in lane number 4. Finishing first in lane number 2 is Abby Ganan from, obviously, with a 2:17.27. Finishing second, lane number 4 was Mackenzie with a time of 2:18.02 and with a time of 2:19 even. Lane number 6 was Riley Fox. Up next is varsity 200-yard freestyle. Into the water they go. Lane number 1, Bianca Silke with Lakeville. Lane number 2, Julia Pearson with Rosemount. Lane number 3, Kayla Gross with Lakeville. Lane number 4, Isla George with Rosemount. Lane number 5, Sophia Crowley with Lakeville South. And in lane number 6 is Maddie Jenin with Rosemount. Now only Isla George in lane 4 and Julia Pearson in lane 2 appear to have previous times in this event, so it's a first-time swim for everybody else. Both those girls swim for Rosemount. Julia in lane number 2 has a previous time of 2:08.65. Isla George in lane number 4 has a previous time of 2:03.12. Isla George does appear to be leading at this time by about a body length and a half over Maddie Jenin in lane 6. I can't see all the lanes here, so I'm going to have to go with that. It's also pretty close in lane number 2 with Julia Pearson. Isla's been a phenomenal swimmer for Rosemount. And she seems to have her specialty with the longer distance swims. Does look like Isla George is in first place here in lane number 4. Lane number 6, Maddie Jenin in second. And right now it looks like Julia Pearson, lane number 2, is in third. So if they can keep this up, Rosemount will take 1, 2, and 3. We'll have to watch to see what happens here. There she is. Isla will finish with a 2:03.91 in lane number 4, finishing second. Lane number 6 was Maddie Jenin with a 2:05.94, and finishing third was lane number 2, Julia Pearson with Rosemount, with a time of 2:09.76. So Rosemount did take that with 1, 2, and 3. Next up is event number 5, I'm calling it, which is the 200-yard IM Junior Varsity. All right, into the water they go. In lane number 2 is Jenna O'Keefe with Rosemount. Lane number 4 is Ella Fransek with Rosemount. And lane number 6 is Abby Hartwick, also with Rosemount. This again is an all Rosemount event.
Okay.
Pretty tight here, but it did look like Jenna O'Keefe was ahead by just a little bit here. Let's watch it the turn. Ooh, that's a pretty tight turn. It's tight between Jenna O'Keefe and Ellie Fransek over in lane 4. Ellie has started to pull away by about a half a body length. Ellie in lane number 4 is continuing to pull away with her lead. Again, as mentioned before, it looks like this is the first time swim for all of these swimmers. That's good. That's supposed to be good. Just go down low. Ellie in lane number 4 will finish first with a 239.51, finishing second. In lane number 2 is Jenna O'Keefe with a 245.02. And coming in third in lane number 6 with a time of 253.38 was Abby Hartwig. Up next is Varsity Girls 200-yard independent medley. Now, Lakeville South will be on the odd lanes, and Rosemount is, of course, on all the even lanes. Into the water they go. So in lane number 1 for Lakeville South is Lacey Truwin. Lane number 2 with Rosemount, Annika Arlinson. Lane 3, Maddie Parent, Lakeville. Lane 4, Olivia Dolan with Rosemount. Lane number 5, Bree Bean with Lakeville South. And lane number 6, Katie Rucci with Rosemount. If you recall, Katie is the one who sang the national anthem at the beginning of the event. In the lead right now is lane number 3. That's Maddie Parent with Lakeville South as they transition into the backstroke. Very tight behind her. In lanes 2 and 4 is Annika Arlinson and Olivia Dolan with Rosemount. Let's see how things look at the turn. Wow, that really tightened up. It's almost a dead heat between lanes 2, 3, and 4. I do believe, though, that lane number 2 has pulled away by about a couple of feet. And again, taking a turn at the other end of the pool. Rosemount has regained the lead with both lanes 2, Annika Arlinson, and 4, Olivia Dolan. I believe Olivia Dolan in lane number 4 has pulled ahead now. Olivia comes into this event previously with a time of 2:15.47, so she's looking to better that time. Olivia Dolan comes down to make her final turn here. There she goes. She is in the lead. Pretty tight between lanes 2 and 3 for second, but I will have to give that to Rosemount in lane number 2, Annika Arlinson. In fourth place right now is lane number 6, Katie Rucci for Rosemount. Olivia Dolan, lane number 4, will touch first with a time of 2:16.89. And coming in second was lane number 2. That is Annika Arlinson with Rosemount with 2:20.40. And lane number 3 with a time of 2:23 even came in third place. That was Maddie Parent with Lakeville South. Next up is going to be the junior varsity 50-yard freestyle. This will be a 3-heat event, and this will be heat number 1. Again, this is the junior varsity 50-yard freestyle. This will be this first heat, heat 1 of 3, is going to be an all Rosemount heat. In lane number 3 is Mary Garski, lane number 4, Kayla Case, and in lane number 5, Piper Burrell. Finishing first was lane number 3. Lane number 3 was Mary Garski. Lane number 4 came in second. Lane number 4 was Kayla Case. And coming in third in lane number 5 will be Piper Burrell. right, the officials are getting a few things set here. Here we go. This is heat number 2 of 3. In lane number 1, Ninu Yurichurla with Lakeville South. Lane number 2, Alyssa Long with Rosemount. Lane number 3, Sydney Eastling with Lakeville. Lane number 4, Lauren Vaness with Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Allie Street with Lakeville South. And lane number 6, Ariana Raymond with Rosemount. And it looks like lane number 4 will touch first. That's Lauren Vaness with Rosemount. Coming in second was lane number 2. That was Alyssa Long with Rosemount. Coming in third was lane number 3. And that was Sydney Eastling with Lakeview South. Next up is our final heat in the junior varsity 50-yard freestyle event. Folks, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and smash the like button. It tells the swim team here that you want to continue to see these live broadcasts. Into the water they go for heat number 3. And lane number 1, Kaylee Crone with Lakeville. Lane number 2, Ella Armbrust with Rosemount. Lane number 3, Kylie Kuhn with Lakeville South. Lane 4, Valerie Ralston, Rosemount. Lane number 5, Hannah Butler, Lakeville. And in lane number 6, Kaylin Worth with Rosemount. Looks like lane number 4 is going to touch first. Lane number 4 was Valerie Ralston with Rosemount. She touches first with a 28.25. Second was lane number 3. Lane number 3 was Kaylee Hoon with Lakeville South. And coming in third was lane number 5. That was Hannah Butler with Lakeville. I think they're having some technical difficulties with the Colorado system here. Looks like they're calling over the expert to take a look at it. So it might take another moment here before we get to the varsity 50-yard freestyle. Well, that's what's coming up next. And then after that, there will be the girls diving. All right, well, they look at that. Just kind of a recap here. Next up will be the 50-yard varsity freestyle. And again, remember that Lakeville South will be in the odd lanes, so that will be lanes 1, 3, and 5, and Rosemount will be in lanes 2, 4, and 6. I'm not sure if they got it fixed. Looks like maybe they did. They're resetting the clock, I believe, as well. Here we go. Into the water they go. Lane number 1, Megan Wilcher with Lakeville. Lane number 2, Ashley Swenson with Rosemount. Lane 3, Taylor Hintz with Lakeville. Lane 4, Amelia Labno with Rosemount. Lane 5, Carly Truin with Lakeville. And in lane number 6, Callan Hoffman with Rosemount. Coming in first in lane number 4 for Rosemount was Amelia Labno with a time of 25.75. Coming in second was lane number 3. That's Taylor Hintz with Lakeville South. Coming in third was lane number 2, which was Ashley Swenson with Rosemount. All right, up next will be the diving section of our program tonight. And they'll be up in just a moment. So hang with us, folks. You won't want to miss this. Can't get through there. Want me to grab it? All right, folks, hang tight there. Like I said, our next events will be the diving events here, and we're going to have a guest announcer in just a few moments. All right, folks. Looks like we're all set for the diving as they do a little bit of practice. Yeah, this might be a little bit better camera view than what you had a second ago.
Right there. All right.
Not just do this. Or this.
There we
Don't
go.
close it all the way.
We'll begin the diving portion in just a couple minutes. The order of the divers will be Alyssa, Brinley, Diana, Allison, Quinn, Elena, Bella, Sophia, and Daphne. Our first diver is Alyssa Phillips from the Irish. Three, 2.5. Brinley Wilhauer from Rosemount. Four, 3.5, 3.5. Next up, Diana Reyes from Rosemount. Four, 4.5, 3.5. Next up, Allison Baki from Rosemount. 4.5, 4.5, 4. Next up is Quinn Reaver from Lakeville. Five, 4.5, 5. Next up is Alana Savion from Rosemount. Five, 5, 6. Next up is Bella Monets from Lakeville. Four and a half, 4, 3.5. Next up is Sophia Savion from Rosemount. Six, 5.5, 6.5. Next up is Daphne Fox from Lakeville. Seven, 6, 6.5. Round 2, Alyssa from Rosemount. Three, 3.5, 3. Next up is Brinley Bielhauser from Rosemount. Four, 3.5. Next up is Diana Reyes from Rosemount. Four, 3, 3. Next up, we got Allison Baki from Rosemount. Four and a half, 5.5, 4.5, 5. Next up is Quinn Weaver from Lakeville. Four, 3.5, 3.5. Next up is Alana Savion from Rosemount. 4.5, 3.5, 3. Next up, we have Bella Montans from Lakeville. Three, 3.5, 3.5. 3, 3.5, 2.5. Next up, we have Sophia Savion from Rosemount. Five and a half, 4.5, 5. Next up, Daphne Fox from Lakeville to finish out round 2. Four and a half, 4.5. Next up is Alyssa Phillips from Rosemount, starting round 3. Three, 3, 3. Next up, we have Brinley Vilhauser from Rosemount. Three and a half, 3.5, 3. Next up, we have Diana Reyes from Rosemount. Five, 4.5. Next up is Allison Baki from Rosemount. Five and a half, 5.5, 5. Next up is Quinn Weaver from Lakeville. Five, 4.5, 5.5. Next up is Alana Savion from Rosemount. Four and a half, 4.5, 3.5. Next up is Bella from Lakeville. Four and a half, 4.5, 5.5. Next up is Sophia Savion from Rosemount. 5.5. 5. 5. Next up, Daphne Fox from Lakeville to finish out round 3. Five and a half, 5, 5. Now starting round 4 with Diana Reyes from Rosemount. Three, 2.5, 2. Next up, Allison Baki from Rosemount. Five, 4.5, 4.5. Next up is Quinn Weaver from Lakeville South. Four, 4, 4. Next up is Alana Saviam from Rosemount. Five, 4, 5. Next up, Bella from Lakeville. Four, 4.5, 3.5. Next up is Sophia. Five, 4.5, 4.5. Next up, Daphne Fox from Lakeville to round out round 4. Five and a half, 6. Now starting round 5 with Diana Reyes from Rosemount. Four, 4.5, 3.5. Next up is Allison Baki from Rosemount. 3, 2.5, 2. Next up is Quinn Weaver from Lakeville. Five and a half, 5. Next up is Elena Savian from Rosemount. Five, 4.5, 5. Next up, we have Bella from Lakeville South. Four, 4.5, 4.5. Next up is Sophia from Rosemount. Five and a half, 5. Next up, Daphne to finish up round 5 from Lakeville. Five and a half, 4, 6.5. Next, starting round 6, Diana Reyes. Four, 4.5, 4. Next up, Allison Baki. Five, 4. Next up, Quinn from Lakeville South. Five and a half. Next up, Alana Savian from Rosemount. Four and a half, 4. Next up is Bella from Lakeville South. Three and a half, 4. 3.5. Next up, Sophia Savion from Rosemount. Five and a half, 5.5, 5. Daphne Fox to round out the diving from Lakeville South. Five and a half, 6, 6.5. All right, that concludes the diving section. I will announce the winners of the diving during the junior varsity 500 freestyle race. Fine. You want to go through? No. What do you?
All right, folks, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. That was our diving portion. Up next will be a 100 butterfly. Again, if you like what you're seeing, please go ahead and hit the like button. It does make a difference. Lets the high school swim teams know that you want to continue to see these broadcasts. right, folks, will be a little bit longer. All right, folks, each week we're going to be spotlighting some of our seniors that will be graduating this year. So while we're waiting for everybody to get back in the pool and swimming, I'm going to start you off on a short little introduction to some of those seniors here. So first up is Julia Pearson, and at is her birthday, apparently today. So post-graduation plans, she's going to college to study marine biology and graduate with a master's in biological engineering. She's a 4-year Rosemount girls swim and dive team member. Her favorite race is the 100 backstroke. Her favorite memory is the bus ride karaoke. Her hobbies include photography, painting, piano, hiking, spending time with family. And her greatest accomplishment is getting accepted to her top college choice.
Now we have the final scores on the diving. In the junior varsity, we have in third place Brindley with In third place, we have Alyssa Phillips from Rosemount with 38.6. In second, we have Brindley Billhauer with a score of 47.5. And winning JV with a score of 122.8 is Diana Reyes.
The next one of our seniors up for our spotlight tonight is Clara Romeren. Her post-graduation plans are she plans to attend college, but she hasn't quite committed to one yet. She's going to major in psychology and pre-OT, hopefully pursue a career in occupational therapy.
For the varsity diving, in sixth place, we have Bella from Lakeville South with a score of 116.45. In fifth, we have Allison Bakke from Rosemount with a score of 131.8. In fourth place, from Lakeville South, we have Quinn Weaver with a score of 139.35. In third place, we have Alana Savion from Rosemount with a score of 161.15. In second place, we have Sophia Savion with a score of 193.65. And our winner of the varsity diving competition was Daphne Fox from Lakeville South with a score of 215.35.
All right, folks, up next is the 100-yard butterfly. This is the junior varsity team. And lane number 1, Kylie Page with Lakeville South. Lane number 2, Annabeth Ellsworth, Rosemount. Lane number 3, Haley Gross, Lakeville. Lane number 4, Maisie Bach, Rosemount. Lane number 5, Anissa Nyun, Lakeville. And lane number 6, Petra Veliz, Rosemount. Lane number 3 is currently leading the group of girls here. That's Haley Gross from Lakeville. Lane number 3, Haley will win first place with a time of 106.51. Second place goes to lane number 5. And that was Anna Yin with Lakeville. And third place goes to lane number 4, which is Maisie Bach. Next up is the varsity 100-yard butterfly. In lane number 1, Lily Wilkinson, Lakeville. Lane number 2, Maddie Jenin, Rosemount. Lane number 3, Anna Clemon, Lakeville. Lane number 4, Addison Pavick, Rosemount. Lane number 5, Taylor Hintz, Lakeville. And lane number 6, Gretchen Tyler with Rosemount. Once again, it appears lane number 3, Lakeville, and that's Anna Clemon, is leading the pack down. And she soft touches for first place. Coming in second was lane number 4. Lane number 4 is Addison Pavick with Rosemount. Coming in third was lane number 5, Taylor Hintz with Lakeville. Next up is event 13, technically. That's girls 100-yard freestyle junior varsity. This will be a 2-heat event. This is an all Rosemount heat. Into the water they go. Lane number 3 is Gwen Hahn. Lane number 4 is Katie Hokinson. Again, this is a 2-heat event. This is heat 1 of 2. Katie Hokinson in lane number 4 is leading by about a body length over teammate Gwen Hahn in lane number 3. Here they come back, and they're going to finish in that order. Looks like lane number 4, Katie Hokinson, will finish first. Her previous time was 1:15:43. She'll finish with a 1:16:22. Her teammate will finish with a 1:18:90, and that's Gwen Hahn. Next up is heat number 2. This will be our final heat of the junior varsity 100-yard freestyle. Lane number 2, Amelia Simpson with Rosemount. Lane number 3, Hannah Butler, Lakeville. Lane number 4, Mackenzie Michalik with Rosemount. Lane number 5, Allie Strieg with Lakeville. And lane number 6, Abby Hartwig with Rosemount. Hannah Butler for Lakeville in lane number 3 has got about a body length lead on Mackenzie Michalik from Rosemount in lane number 4. Hannah Butler does not have a previous time in this event. Mackenzie does. Her previous time is 1:02:61. Hannah Butler's lead in lane number 3 is starting to lengthen as she comes back to the finish line here. She will finish with a 1:00:35. Mackenzie will finish in lane number 4, second place, 1:04:37. Coming in third place was lane number 2. That's Amelia Simpson with Rosemount with a time of 1:06:86. Next up is varsity 100-yard freestyle. All right, lane number 1, Julia King, Lakeville. Lane number 2, Kaylin Hoffman, Rosemount. In lane number 3. Lane number 4 is Ashley Swenson with Rosemount. Lane number 5 is Bree Bean with Lakeville. And lane number 6, Olivia Olinger with Rosemount. Ashley Swenson in lane number 4 is leading the pack currently. Ashley's previous time is a 57.83 in this event. She's pretty closely followed by her teammate in lane number 2, that's Callan Hoffman. Callan's previous time is a 59.36. Ashley in lane number 4 will finish first with a 58.08. Coming in second, lane number 2, Callan Hoffman with a 59.93. And coming in third was lane number 6, Olivia Olinger with a 101.49. All right, up next. Up next is the 500-yard freestyle for the junior varsity. While they get set, let's go ahead and pull up another one of our seniors here. The next senior up here is Amelia Simpson. She's one of our captains. Her postgraduate plans are pursuing a nursing degree. She's currently interested in either the University of Minnesota Twin Cities or Winona State. She's a 4-year swimmer with the team, and her favorite race is either the 500 free or the 100 back. Her favorite memory with the RHS team is Dare Night. Her favorite hobbies are she likes to read, bake, spend time with friends. Her greatest accomplishment is becoming a captain of the RHS Swim and Dive program. We wish Amelia here the best of luck in the future. Next up is Abby Hartwig. Her postgraduate plans are she's studying geology at a 4-year college. She's a 3-year swimmer on the team, and her favorite race is the 100 breast. Her favorite memory from the team is playing sharks and minnows in the pool. Her hobbies include singing in choir and doing puzzles and crosswords. Her greatest accomplishment is making this year's MMEA All-Star Choir. Finally up is Abby Ganon. Her postgraduate plans are to attend either the University of Tennessee, Knoxville or the University of Wisconsin-Madison. She's also a 3-year RHS Girls Swim and Dive team member. Her favorite race is the 100 free. Her favorite night also was the Dare Night her sophomore year. She likes to read and bike, and her greatest accomplishment is continuing to push and challenge herself both athletically and academically throughout her high school career. Best of luck, girls. Now back to the race. Again, this is the girls' 500-yard freestyle junior varsity. In lane number 2 is Jenna O'Keefe with Rosemount. Lane number 3, Sophia Cowley, Lakeville. Lane number 4, Madison Kessler with Rosemount. And lane number 5, Gina Schonthaler with Lakeville. Let's watch as they come back to make the transition here. Lane number 4, that's Madison Kessler for Rosemount, appears to be leading. A lot of race left here. Once again, you're watching the 500-yard freestyle junior varsity. This is a single heat event. Madison Kessler now lengthening her lead just a little bit. So right now, Madison Kessler with Rosemount, lane number 4, is leading the pack, followed by Jenna O'Keefe in lane number 2. And in third place is Gina Schulthaler with Lakeville. Madison Kessler in lane number 4 is continuing to dominate this race. In second place is still Jenna O'Keefe, lane number 2. And in third place right now is Gina Schulthaler with Lakeville in lane number 5. There we go. Madison Kessler will take the bell for the final lap. That was our official, Therese Jurish, ringing the bell for Madison Kessler of Rosemount in lane number 4 as she takes her final lap. Here comes Madison Kessler back right now, and she will touch with a 6:05.14. That is almost 3 seconds better on her previous time. Touching second is going to be lane number 2. That's Jenna O'Keefe from Rosemount, and her time is a 6:15.67. Oh, it's going to be close here, but looks like lane number 5 will touch third. Yes, that's Gina from Lakeville with a 6:32.21. There's your times, folks, on the clock. Next up will be varsity. That's event 7 here. This is the 500-yard freestyle. Carly Truin with Lakeville is in lane number 1. Lane number 2 is Annika Arlinson, Rosemount. Lane number 3, Lacey Truin with Lakeville. Lane number 4, Isla George with Rosemount. Lane number 5, Kylie Hune with Lakeville. And lane number 6, one of our seniors, Julia Pearson with Rosemount. Isla George from Rosemount, lane number 4, is out ahead. Boy, very close with lane number 2, though. I'm going to say they're neck and neck. Maybe even lane number 2, that's Annika Arlinson, is leading at the moment. But they are 2 teammates that are swimming neck and neck. Annika will take the turn first in lane number 2. This is going to be a fun one to watch because both swimmers love this 500. Looks like Isla George is now pulled ahead in lane number 4 by about, a quarter of a body length. And currently in 3rd position is lane number 6. Lane number 6 is our senior, Julia Pearson. Isla is lengthening her lead here. She's got almost a full body length lead over Annika Arlinson in lane number 2. A lot of race left. Annika's starting to tighten it up to about a half a body length difference between she and Isla. And pretty exciting to watch here. Let's watch as they come back here. Yeah, Isla is again about a body length ahead. Annika in lane number 2 has a previous time of 5:37.98 in this event. And Isla George has a previous time of 5:25.28. So they'll be looking at similar times here. Julia Pearson in lane number 6. Her previous time is a 5:45.78. Let's watch as Isla comes back and takes the bell for her final lap. Here she comes back to the finish line. Let's watch as she touches, and Isla will touch with a 5:30.83. Second place will be Annika Arlenson with a 5:35.80. And it looks like teammate and senior Julia Pearson in lane number 6 will finish third, and her time is a 5:53.16. That's great swims. Next up is the 200-yard freestyle relay. This will be the junior varsity. This will be one heat of swimming, followed by one heat of varsity 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane number 2, Ariana Raymond for Rosemount, Mary Garski, Kayla Case, and Kaylin Worth. In lane number 3 for Lakeville South, Allie Strieg, Lauren Hawkins, Hannah Butler, and Ninu Urachurla. In lane number 4 for Rosemount, Annabelle Ellsworth, Mackenzie Michalek, Amelia Simpson, and Abby Hartwig. In lane number 6 for Rosemount, Natalie Olson, Danielle Bester, Nora Danielson, and Gwen Hahn. Coming in first was lane number 4. That's Rosemount with Annabelle Ellsworth, Mackenzie Michalek, Amelia Simpson, and Abby Hartwig. Coming in second was lane number 2. That was Rosemount as well. And coming in third was lane number 3, Lakeville South. Next up is the varsity 200-yard freestyle. In lane number 1 for Lakeville South, Megan Wiltshire, Haley Crone, Sophia Cowley, and Gina Schoen-Thaler. We'll get it right eventually. Lane number 2 is Rosemount, Callan Hoffman, Olivia Olinger, Gretchen Tyler, and Julia Pearson. Lane number 3, Lakeville South, Lily Wilkinson, Haley Gross, Bree Bean, and Taylor Hintz. Lane number 4 for Rosemount is Ashley Swenson, Olivia Dolan, Isla George, and Annika Arlenson. Lane number 5, Lakeville South, is Anissa Nyun, Bianca Silke, Kayla Gross, and Kylie Hume. Lane number 6 for Rosemount was Katie Rucci, Lara Rumrim, Valerie Ralston, and Maisie Bach. Lane number 4 is leading the pack here for Rosemount. In second place is lane number 3, that's Lakeville South. And third place is lane number 2, which is also Rosemount. Got a pretty good crowd here tonight cheering the teams on. We are so happy you can join us here virtually. Finishing first was Rosemount in lane number 4. And that was Ashley Swenson, Olivia Dolan, Isla George, and Annika Arlenson. Coming in second was lane number 3. That was Lakeville South. Coming in third was lane number 2. And that was Rosemount. Next up is the junior varsity 100-yard backstroke. This will be a 2-heat event. This is heat number 1. This is an all Rosemount heat and event. And lane number 1, Nora Danielson. Lane number 2, Lauren Vaness. Lane number 3, Natalie Olson. Lane number 4, Ella Armbrust. Lane number 5, Danielle Bester. And in lane number 6, Ariana Raymond. Pretty tight race between lanes 2, 4, and 6 currently. Lane number 2 is Lauren Vaness. Lane number 4 is Ella Armbrust. And lane number 6 is Ariana Raymond. It does appear, though, that lane number 4, Ella, is leading by about a half a body length over teammate Lauren Vaness in lane number 2. And trailing them in lane number 6 is Ariana Raymond. Our camera seemed to move there. I apologize. Lane number 4 did finish first with a time of 1:19.93. And finishing second was lane number 2, as predicted. All right, up next is heat number 2. This will be our final heat of the junior varsity 100-yard backstroke. This will be, again, an all Rosemount heat. There'll be 3 swimmers in the water. Lanes 2, 4, and 6. Oh, wait, we've got an unknown swimmer in lane number 1. Oh, she's coming out of the water. Not sure what happened there. We're back to an all Rosemount heat. In lane number 2 is Abby Ganon with Rosemount. Lane number 4, Ellie Franchek. And lane number 6, Riley Fox. Ellie Franchek in lane number 4 is currently leading the pack by about a half a body length. And she's leading her teammate in lane number 6. That's Riley Fox. And currently in third place is Abby Ganon in lane number 2. All right, finishing first is going to be lane number 4 with a time of 1:11.70. That was Ellie. Lane number 6 will finish second with a time of 1:13.38. That's Riley Fox. And finishing third was lane number 2 with a 1:14.30. And that was Abby Ganon. Next up is the varsity 100-yard backstroke. This will be one heat of swimming. In lane number 1, Kylie Page with Lakeville. Lane number 2, Addison Pavick with Rosemount. Lane number 3, Maddie Parent with Lakeville. Lane number 4, Amelia Labno with Rosemount. Lane number 5, Sydney Eastling with Lakeville. And lane number 6, Ann Lee with Rosemount. Pretty tight race here between lanes 3 and 4. Turning at almost the exact same moment. Again, lane 3 is Maddie Parent with Lakeville. Lane 4 is our own Amelia Labno. Amelia's previous time on this is 59.95. Amelia's got a slight lead here, about a half a body length over lane number 3. Third place is Addison Pavick in lane number 2 with Rosemount. So first place does go with a 1:00.16 with Amelia Labno. Coming in second was lane number 3 rather. That's Maddie Parent with Lakeville. And coming in third was lane number 2, Addison Pavick with a 1:03.56. Next up is junior varsity 100-yard breaststroke. This will be a one-heat event. And we do have a full pool on this one. In lane number 1, Bianca Silky, Lakeville. Lane number 2, Katie Hokinson, Rosemount. Lane number 3, Lily Wilkinson, Lakeville. Lane number 4, Gretchen Tyler, Rosemount. Lane number 5, Lauren Hawkins with Lakeville. And in lane number 6, Alyssa Long with Rosemount. Lane number 3 is currently leading, and lane number 3 is Lily Wilkinson with Lakeville South. He's got about a 3/4 of a body length lead over Gretchen Tyler of Rosemount, lane number 4. Gretchen Tyler is catching up. Let's watch as they come back and make the transition. It's only about a half a body length difference, but that will be enough for Lily Wilkinson in lane number 3 to take first place with a 1:21.73, followed by Gretchen Tyler in lane number 4 with a 1:23.18. All right, next up is the varsity 100-yard breaststroke. This is going to be an exciting one. We should have a full pool again. We've got some really good swimmers, really good breaststrokers in this one, so I'm excited to see what kind of times they can bring. A slight pause in the action here while the girls get set. And here we go. Into the water they go. In lane number 1, Julia King with Lakeville South. Lane number 2, Katie Rucci with Rosemount. Lane number 3, Anna Clement, Lakeville. Lane number 4, Olivia Dolan with Rosemount. Lane number 5, Anissa Nyun with Lakeville. And lane number 6, Clara Ramram with Rosemount. Let's watch as they come back here to make the transition. Olivia Dolan is in first place in lane number 4, closely followed by Anna Clement from Lakeville, lane number 3, and in third place. Boy, it was a tough one to call for third place. Let's switch camera and see what we see. I think lane number 6 is in third place. That's Clara with Rosemount. Olivia Dolan is dominating this race in lane number 4 for Rosemount, and she will finish with a 1:10.59. Second place goes to lane number 3 with a 1:13.96, and that's Anna Clement with Lakeville. Third place looks like it's lane number 6 with a 1:19.14, and that was Clara with Rosemount. Fourth place was lane number 2. That was Katie Rucci with Rosemount with a 1:21.38. All right. Up next is the junior varsity 400-yard freestyle relay. Splash into the water they go. In lane number 2 for Rosemount is Petra Veliz, Amelia Simpson, Mackenzie Michalek, and Ella Armbrust. Lane number 3 for Lakeville is Sydney Eastling, Kylie Page, Lauren Hawkins, and Ninu Yerichurla. In lane number 4 for Rosemount is Jenna O'Keefe, Maisie Bach, Ellie Franchek, and Abby Ganon. And lane number 6 for Rosemount, Danielle Bester, Kayla Case, Nora Danielson, and Gwen Hahn. And Rosemount is in the lead in lane number 4, closely followed by lane number 2, also Rosemount. Come on, folks. I see at least 29 of you out there, and I only see 5 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button if you enjoy watching these broadcasts. That tells the management that you want to see more. We love to keep these things coming to you for those of you that can't make it to the event live in person. All right, we're up to 30 viewers. Pretty exciting. This is our second to last event. You are watching the junior varsity 400-yard freestyle relay. Lanes 2 and 4 are currently leading. Lane 4 is leading. That's Rosemount, followed by second place, which is Lane 2, also Rosemount. Third place is Lane 6, also Rosemount. So all three Rosemount lanes are leading the pack currently. This will be our last junior varsity event. And we've got one more varsity event to bring you after this. We do intend to live stream all of the Rosemount swim and dive team meets here. So please remember that. Come on back and watch our next one. Coming in first is going to be lane number 4. That's Rosemount. That's the team of Jenna O'Keefe, Maisie Bach, Ellie Franchek, and Abby Ganon. Coming in second was lane number 2, also Rosemount. That's Petra Veliz, Amelia Simpson, Mackenzie Michalik, and Ella Armbrust. Third place, as predicted, was lane number 6. That's also Rosemount. Danielle Bester, Kayla Case, Nora Danielson, and Gwen Hahn. Lane number 3 is coming back to finish right now for Lakeville South. That brings up our final event and final heat of the evening. This will be the varsity 400-yard freestyle relay. There they go into the pool with a whoosh. In lane number 1, Lakeville South, Kaylee Crone, Hannah Butler, Gina Schoenthaler, Bianca Silke. Lane number 2 for Rosemount, Olivia Olinger, Julia Pearson, Addison Pavick, and Maddie Jenin. In lane number 3 for Lakeville South, Maddie Parent, Anna Clemon, Taylor Hintz, and Megan Wiltshire. Lane number 4 for Rosemount, Ashley Swenson, Monica Arlenson, Isla George, and Amelia Labno. Lane number 5 for Lakeville, Haley Gross, Carly Trewin, Lacey Trewin, Julia King. And in lane number 6 for Rosemount, Riley Fox, Madison Kessler, Ann Lee, and Katie Rucci. Lane number 3 is currently leading the pack. That's Lakeville South. Yeah, there's about a body length lead there. And lane number 3 over lane number 4, Lakeville over Rosemount at the moment. Lakeville lengthening their lead by about a body length and a half over lane number 4. So lane number 3, Lakeville is in the lead, although off that last turn, Rosemount's picking up speed, closing the distance as they come back to the wall to make the last turn here, or make the last turn of this one. It is tightening up. It is anybody's race at this point. It is on between lanes 3 and 4. Rosemount starting to overtake Lakeville in lane 4. The crowd is going crazy. Rosemount in lane number 4 has taken over the lead by a half a body length. Let's watch as they come back for the finish. And yes, Rosemount will finish first in lane number 4, followed by lane number 3, Lakeville. Lane number 4 was Ashley Swenson, Annika Arlinson, Isla George, and Amelia Labno. Coming in third was lane number 2. That's also Rosemount. And it is a race between lanes 5 and 6. That is one heck of a great finish. Folks, that will do it for tonight's events. We're so glad you could join us. As I said before, we will be here again for our next home meet. We sure hope you can make it. If I can get you the scores here before we finish, I'll give them to you here. I'm not sure if we can. We want to thank the Lakeville South Swim and Dive team for coming out tonight to compete with the Rosemount Irish. And we want to thank all the fans and all the volunteers. Without you and without the volunteers, we couldn't do this. According to Meet Mobile, now this is temporary here because this will get updated shortly. It does appear that Rosemount has won the meet. Right now, Meet Mobile is showing 94 to 84, but those scores will change and get updated here after all the tabulations. Once again, folks, this is Tom Rucci. I want to thank you all for watching, coming out tonight. I'm going to go down to the scoring area here and see if I can get an update for you. I'll be back shortly.
Cougars, 84 points. Rosemount Irish, 94.
All right, the previously announced score was correct. Lakeville South scores 94, and Rosemount will win the meet with a score of 94. Once again, folks, thanks for turning out tonight. This is Tom Rucci. I want to wish you all a great evening, and we'll see you next time.